So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back today and yesterday. EA actually released a very small snippet of FIFA 21 hype trailer. That's what we call it. It's a hype trailer pretty much. So we're going to have a look at it. It's not very long, and also Madden's kind of mixed in between. I don't play American football, not fussed about it at all, so I don't care about it. But the FIFA 21 stuff is what we're here for. So we're going to run the trailer, have a look at it, and then we're going to talk about just sort of the little bits and bobs that they spoke about themselves. All right, so I won't talk too much. Let's have a look at the trailer, dive into it, and without further ado, here we go.
You feel it all.
You feel that burst of speed.
It's like I'm
So a bit of Madden action to start with.
but I'm untouchable.
Game engine footage. Yeah, okay, they always say
Not
that.
afraid to hit or get hit.
This game is my one true love. Makes me
Feel
feel
like
somebody.
I never thought I could rise to a level where
it's just me and the key.
So there's Mbappe. I mean, you've got to say it looks good. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Bit of heartfelt, intense, nervous action.
And history carves your name.
And Eden Hazard having a nicely struck volley
you know what? It's
into the top corner.
60,000 people.
Singing your song.
There's the crowd. I mean, I will give FIFA props. They do a phenomenal job with the atmosphere.
Bones. I feel football.
There's Kylian again. It looks like Kylian Mbappe is going to probably be the cover star, to be fair.
See the unknown.
Face my fears.
You live to fight again.
I want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping,
Virgil.
chin splitting, hair raising.
I want to live in the floodlights.
Bit of real-world action as well, and there we have it. EA Sports. It's certainly in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
So there we go. Okay, so that was the trailer. They're going for the whole Phil Next Level wording this year. I mean, you've got to come up with something different every year. But don't get too excited. I mean, if you go to the video itself on YouTube, there is a lot of dislikes on it. Because we all know trailers versus gameplay, it's a whole different story. However, there are a nice couple of additions they are adding, you know, sort of next gen. What with the PS5, the new Xbox coming out, this is the first one. So haptic feedback basically for the controller. So sense the impact of shots, passes, catches, kicks, tackles, and hits with immersive controller haptics. A new DualSense controller on PS5 with rich and responsive haptic feedback deepens the gameplay experience, letting you feel the rhythm of the game in your hands. Now, you know, for me, look, I'm going to be blatantly honest with you. You guys know I'm a PES fan. I'm not going to hide the truth. I don't think FIFA's gameplay has ever really been up to scratch. Oh, well, back in the day when they had the new engine, it was better. But, you know, is this going to do much for me? Personally, no. You know, when I play with a PS4 controller, the only real sense of immersion or vibration is when you hit the bar. And half the time, I turn it off because it's annoying. So, yeah, I know what they're trying to add. A little bit of extra. Sense the impact, you know, of shots, passes. But is it going to be a pain in the ass? I don't know. I mean, we don't even know how the PS5 controller works, haptic feedback-wise. So for me, it's a nice thing, but is it more of a gimmick than anything else? Time will tell. Time will tell. Right here, blazing fast load time. So obviously that's one thing they're looking to speed up is the load times, letting you get into the kickoff in seconds. I never really thought the load times were a big issue, personally. I mean, what when you're playing on PC, maybe that's why. But I played on PS4, and it was never a big deal breaker. So that's another thing, though, they are looking to improve. We keep scrolling. There's a look at Virgil van Dijk winning the header. And then they've got the more detail, lit next level everywhere. So, deferred lighting and rendering. Authentic new environments, unlocked by a new deferred lighting system, create ultra-realistic football experiences and player fidelity, enhancing the game in every part of the stadium. This is something more I would be interested in. I mean, lighting is something that you have to keep working on every single year. I mean, sort of PES did it last year or the year before with dynamic lighting and all the spiel that we talk about. But yeah, I'm not going to say that FIFA's not a good-looking game, because it is. I will say that their cutscenes look better than PES's. They just look more photorealistic. I'm not talking in-game. I'm talking about when the referee gives a card and stuff like that. It just flows better than PES's. So this, for me, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see this. Obviously, you can't really see it because you'll hear it, but the crowd, the atmosphere, how is it going to be? I'm sure it's going to be pretty darn good. We've got detail to separate the best from the rest, reimagined player bodies. I mean, I'm guessing this is for FIFA as well. Next-gen technology creates deeper definition in player physiques, while dynamic lighting accentuates details such as faces, hair, kits, and uniforms to take athletes to a whole new level of realism. So yeah, expect the shirts to have a little bit more movement, try and grab them, and the faces will look better. This is basically saying there's a new engine for PS5 or whatever, it's going to look better. Yes, that was probably, a no-brainer anyway, but all sounds good. Now, next level audio. Let's have a look at this one. Immerse yourself in the sound of the stadium. We've got whether you're running out of the tunnel in Atlanta or leaping into the stands of Green Bay, hear the spine-tingling roar of the stadium thanks to the audio technology. Now, this just says Madden. I mean, I would expect FIFA to have the same. It's a sport. They're both full packed in the stadium. So yeah, once again, stadium audio has always been perfectly fine for me in FIFA. So if they're going to crank that up even more, what with the PS5 having 3D audio, put some, surround sound headphones on, it's probably going to sound pretty darn good. Real-life athletes data feeds into the Madden animation engine to create fluid or athletic player movement when accelerating, running routes, and changing direction. Enhanced animation technology in FIFA enables you to experience ultra-responsive and realistic player movement. Now, is it going to be realistic player movement, EA, or ridiculously arcadey, silly movement that I've seen many times? Players skating all over the shop. I mean, the responsiveness, once again, never had an issue. If it's going to be ultra-responsive, I mean, how much more responsive can FIFA get? It's already up there. But yeah, especially the realistic player movement. Fascinating to see what that does bring. Off the ball sort of humanization, from adjusting shin pads in the 89th minute to screaming for passes in the end zone. Player humanization unlocks the most authentic character behaviors ever seen in a sports video game, letting you see the detail and feel all the emotion of football at the highest level. It was written well, certainly sounds good. But once again, time will tell. But it's all the little things, these are little added elements. But at the end of the day, if the gameplay is still the way FIFA has been, I'm not going to be a fan of it. That's the top and bottom of it. Next level atmosphere. Quickly scroll through here. I mean, this looks class. Crowd looks brilliant. Obviously, you'll never walk alone with Liverpool. Being a Man United fan, yeah, you don't want to see that, but yeah, it's perfectly fine. Liverpool have been dominant over the last, few seasons anyway. Brave the elements, exquisite weather detail. Now, this is quite an intriguing one too. Mother Nature comes alive in Madden like never before. Just talking about Madden, but I'm sure that's got to be FIFA too, right? In stunning new detail, see standing water on rain-drenched sidelines and cold winter snow accumulate on the field. Visually enhanced weather conditions also affect cloth definition on athletes to match environmental variables. Okay, I mean, once again, if this is for FIFA, and I don't know why it wouldn't be, because they're both sports games, they both should have the same engine, basically. Fascinating to see how the weather will be. Will it affect the gameplay too much? Because it's always been like, if it rains, it gets slicker, but there hasn't never really been a huge difference between playing like in rain and sun. And for me personally, I know the snow, it's a little bit slower, but yeah, we'll wait and see on that one. Game day immersion. So new contextual player, bench and fan reactions let you feel the explosive passion of a last-minute winner or a game-clinching touchdown, and pre-game cinematics deliver an unprecedented matchday experience to immerse yourself in sights and sounds of professional football. So there you go. All about the immersion of the game day. So we're not really getting any actual gameplay, though, features, they're definitely probably going to wait for that one. We have got some 4K screenshots, so let's definitely take a look at these. So there's Kylian looking the part, I would say. I mean, the sweat looks great. You know, the bodies of FIFA I've always questioned. I've always said that the physiques have always looked a little bit off. They are getting better, I will say that much, because, you know, a couple of years ago when they had, which FIFA was it? Everyone looked like a bodybuilder. They were like that. I remember seeing Jordan Henderson look like he'd literally been to the gym every single day, you know, pre-season. So they definitely look better. Tom Brady there with, you know, Madden stuff. There's a strike from Mbappe. Can't tell too much, but it still looks nice. Madden not really too worried about it, and yeah, I mean, look, it looks legit. It looks legit. Fernandinho. You know, you can't tell much from screenshots. You really can't. I mean, the turf's 3D. Yes, you would expect that. I think at the end of the day, it's all about the skating. Are we going to get the FIFA skating physics and mechanics of all that? Because if we do, we all know the story. The gameplay's not going to change a whole lot. This looks quality, I have to say. Looks great outside the cop there. You got, you know, a couple of players or fans having the old selfie. Someone's on the phone. A fortress of belief and passion. So they've all got the, you know, the legit ad boards and everything else outside of the stadium. But yeah, this, you'd expect this pre-game. Maybe they're going to show that pre-game. A little bit more immersion. But yeah, I do like the look of that. It looks tasty. Looks tasty. And then finally, a little bit of Madden stuff here as well. So that is all the screenshots. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you guys make of it? What do you make of it? But yeah, definitely, it's going to be a good-looking game. And I can't wait to see how these games do look on the PlayStation 5. That's for sure. So other news as well is they're actually releasing FIFA 21 now on Steam. If you didn't know, it was always on Origin, obviously, which is run by, you know, EA and all that. So they're now going to have it available on Steam. You can, in fact, pre-order it. And right now, they've got the release date as October 9th, 2020. So PES normally, over the last, how many years, has always come out before FIFA 21. So I would fully expect PES to come out before this, but there is a date for you guys to have a look at, October 9th. So yeah, it will be on Steam. However, I did read something though, like many of EA's games on Steam, you'll still need to use the Origin client. So while it's neat to see FIFA move to a platform that people obviously like, which is Steam, it's not definitely exactly what players want because it's not directly through Steam, right? So you still got to have the Origin client to play the game, but you can pre-order it if you want. So there you go. So another big thing to talk about as well is the dual entitlement, right? So learn how this works. Let's learn how this works, shall we? So this year, what they're doing is they're partnering with Sony and Microsoft to offer a dual entitlement, which means basically that you won't need to buy FIFA 21 twice to upgrade your copy of the game from PS4 to PS5 or Xbox One to the Xbox Series X. So that's quite nice. That is quite nice, I have to say, because no one wants to shell out 60 bones and then have to spend another 60 just to get an upgraded copy of it. So thank you, EA, for actually doing that. They know at the end of the day they're going to make all their money through Ultimate Team. So for them, it's a no-brainer. It's not a big deal either way, but it's nice to see it. And also, if you do purchase right here the physical copy, so if you don't want the digital, you want the physical, it will still include a download to play the PS5 version of the game. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you buy the physical one, the digital version, it is all going to be the same. However, do take note, finally, one point is you can't switch consoles, so you can't go from a PS4 to an Xbox Series X or vice versa. All right, so if you get it on the PS4, then you're going to get a free PS5 copy. If you get it on the, obviously, Xbox, you're going to get an Xbox Series X copy. So make sure you choose wisely. You can switch afterwards. So there we go, ladies and gents. That's pretty much everything that they spoke about regarding FIFA 21. And obviously, they showed Madden as well. Maybe you're interested in that, but it's going to be running off sort of the same engine and all that on the newer platforms once they do come out. Don't expect anything too different, I would say, on the PS4. But once again, we've got to wait till we see the gameplay before we can truly see if there's going to be a big difference. Personally, for myself, I cannot see FIFA being any different to the way it's been because they have an engine that they base it around and they're always going to stick to it. It's going to be, I think, very slicky and slidey, and the players... And look, at the end of the day, if you don't like FIFA, you are not going to like FIFA 21. I'll put it as blunt as I can. Vice versa. If you don't like PES, you're not going to like PES 21 when it comes out. So, take a choice. Take a choice. Up to you. But let me know your thoughts below. Will you look forward to FIFA 21? Will you pick it up? Are you looking forward to it on the PS5, Xbox X? Let me know below. But until next time, guys and girls, take care. Subscribe for your daily dose of, well, whatever I put out. But generally, it's PES. Until next time, take care.